okay. It's gonna be alright.
We raised their children, then raised their buildings, and they made billions.
I'm catching feelings. Really? What else did we build?
Railroads, Wall Street, the White House and University.
UVA.
We built that.
Chapel Hill.
We built that. Pyramid. No, sorry, our Hebrew brothers get credit for that.
Miles. Let's turn up and get it poppin'.
Settle down, we still ain't got nothing. We built this. We built this. I'm done, y'all. I'ma keep it 100. Tomorrow when I hit the field, I'ma keep running.
We did everything that the overseer wanted.
And if we got paid, then we'd be stunned. Sugar cane, cotton ham. My blood is red, they call it sand. My life would have been different if I didn't have cinnamon pigment. We built this.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright.
We raised their children, then raised their buildings, and they made billions.
I'm catching feelings. Really? What else did we build?
Railroads, Wall Street, the White House and University.
UVA.
We built that.
Chapel Hill.
We built that. Pyramid. No, sorry, our Hebrew brothers get credit for that.
Miles. Let's turn up and get it poppin'.
Settle down, we still ain't got nothing. We built this. We built this. I'm done, y'all. I'ma keep it 100. Tomorrow when I hit the field, I'ma keep running.
We did everything that the overseer wanted.
And if we got paid, then we'd be stunned. Sugar cane, cotton ham. My blood is red, they call it sand. My life would have been different if I didn't have cinnamon pigment. We built this.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright.
We raised their children, then raised their buildings, and they made billions.
I'm catching feelings. Really? What else did we build?
Railroads, Wall Street, the White House and University.
UVA.
We built that.
Chapel Hill.
We built that. Pyramid. No, sorry, our Hebrew brothers get credit for that.
Miles. Let's turn up and get it poppin'.
Settle down, we still ain't got nothing. We built this. We built this. I'm done, y'all. I'ma keep it 100. Tomorrow when I hit the field, I'ma keep running.
We did everything that the overseer wanted.
And if we got paid, then we'd be stunned. Sugar cane, cotton ham. My blood is red, they call it sand. My life would have been different if I didn't have cinnamon pigment. We built this.
Good morning, everybody. This is the DCN Smoke coming to you live on this Monday, August the 11th, 2025, around 10:20 a.m. in the morning time. I just want to stop by briefly. Haven't been on in a while, been rolling, but I gotta get back. I gotta get it in. Got these municipal elections coming up, and I gotta educate people on what's going on, what I know about the candidates, the ones that I know and those that I don't. I am researching, but our problem is that we don't know who the folk are during election time, and that can be sort of tough. I mean, because if you ain't in the right place or getting the right information, then you just only going by what you hear from certain folk. May not even be folk that you trust in, or folk that you even know. So that's where I am going to put it out there. What I know about them, what they are saying, to educate people on who they are from my perspective. You heard I played something at the beginning over and over because I want you to get it. It's sad that we have to fight from within when the real fight is with other folk. But I am so damn sick and tired of the black culture. The black culture has to change for us to move forward and leave a legacy to the next generation. Some of the things our folk done before us was good, sounded good, and they made it by grace. But some things that they did and said, some of it today, it makes no sense. But again, it worked and it was good for that time. One example, I'm going to be petty. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. Really? Folks have gone to jail. Folks have been killed over words. Words will get you killed. So, folks, when we get older and wiser, we got to understand the real meaning behind things. Everything that sound good and everything that look good, hold on just a second here. Just got a message. Okay. Okay. Again, I am here to educate folk on what's going on around you. I am a citizen of Edgecombe County. I am a community and political activist. Been out here since the 80s. And when I say that, some folk get pissed. And see, the thing is, what that means is I have knowledge and wisdom because I've been out here, been there, done that. And some folk come on the scene, act like they have figured something out and don't know a damn thing about what's going on. Just want to hear themselves talking. And also, about friendship. See, I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. And that is what's good for folk. See, because I don't have to do what I do. I'm going to be okay. I got resources. I got a job right now, but I've been on it. I'm 62. I can retire, not with full benefits. But I've been out here. I put in the time in the workforce and in the community. So I don't have to do what I do. But I do it because I love people. I am a voice for the voiceless, the young, for the grateful and the ungrateful. Because when you do things, it's sad you cannot eliminate folk. So even your enemy will benefit from the work that you do. You can't cut them off. So it is what it is. So you just gotta keep moving in spite of foolishness and ignorant folk. But I ain't gonna hold y'all long on this one because I got several to do. I'm gonna try to get some more in today. I don't want to put them all together. So today I'm gonna talk about one of the city council, Rocky Mount City Council candidates who for some reason feel they gotta attempt to discredit me to get elected, which is just too ignorant. But the ignorant rascal need to understand is he cannot discredit me. Him and no one else. Because I'm not going to give him that glory. Because I'm going to walk that walk. See, when I leave home, a red flag goes up. No money, sex, drugs outside of my house. Anything to bring shame to my family. I'm not doing that. So ain't no other way you can discredit me, because when I'm out here doing politics, I'm acting on the facts as presented. And if I should err, then I will come back and get it right. But let me get on into what I came on to do. On Saturday night, Saturday night when I got out, when I get in my car, I get a messenger about a video that Tim Barnes, a.k.a. the True Rocky Mount, had put out. And let me back up. About 2 weeks ago, he posted a live post or whatever, saying that he was going to have the Edgecombe County and the Nash County Democratic Party chairs on a live this past Friday night. And I shared it, and I said, really? That was all I said. I could have said more, but that was all I said. Because, see, I know how to agitate. I am the professional political agitator, the watchdog of the East. I know how to agitate ignorance. And so he blocked me, removed the post, whatever he did. And so then Saturday, I see he has done another whole post. And see, that reminds me of when Bronson Williams and Nehemiah Smith did a whole week on me on their show a couple years ago. See, when you are a professional political agitator, you can agitate the hell out of folks, and they can, and I just sit back and I say just enough. But anyway, get back to Saturday evening. Now this is where I was. I am a member of the Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, compiled of 23 counties. Now all our main active, around 8 or 9 of us are active counties since the pandemic, but we are slowly getting them back. And but we still gonna represent those counties whatever way we can. We are the oldest civil rights group in North Carolina. Um, and we have new leadership, and we are working fiercely, getting information out. We meet every second Saturday at 11 o'clock by Zoom, and I also go live. A county to participate is $100 a year, and I have stated many times I've been paying that. Every now and then, a couple people, but Viola Harris, Commissioner Viola Harris, give me $25 every year towards it. Deborah Jordan has, Roy Gray has, but the last year, the beginning of this year when I paid it, only Viola Harris, Commissioner Harris, and Wileen Heyman. Wileen Heyman is new to the area, live in Rocky Mount, and she have listened to the group. She has not been able to make it to a meeting, but she donated $25, so I've ended up paying $50 this year. Individuals can pay, I think, $10 and be members, but they don't have full rights. But the county, when the county is paid $100, then you have full rights, and everybody in the county is covered. But on Saturday evening, we had our first annual scholarship banquet at Edgecombe Community College here in Tarboro in the Barnhill Jenkins Center for Innovation building. Beautiful, beautiful building. Let me go back. Our group, the Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, before the pandemic, we were moving from county to county. A county will host it, and we getting ready to start that back up. We was gonna start it up earlier, but we decided to wait until September. I was gonna host it, I think, back in April sometime. But anyway, after we voted to say we were gonna wait till September, I said, well, let's don't even move it yet. So I do plan on bringing it back. But we was in the building that I was going to get for us to have our meeting, and so I did get them here for the banquet, and everybody enjoyed the facility. However, this is our first scholarship banquet, and I took applications, hand delivered them to all the high schools, and I think I know I did, and I must apologize. I did not get to the charter school. I went to North Edgecombe, Tarboro, the early college, and Southwest. Hand delivered them. I have never been on the campus of the charter school, and so I just somehow forgot it. But I hate I did, because they would have been included as well. And next year, if it's the Lord's will, I am around, I will make sure that they get it. But what I am going to make sure that I do, not only drop them off, but also go back and be and stay on them, because I am sad that only one student from Edgecombe County out of all 4 high schools that I took the applications to completed the application. Only one. I am so proud of. I don't even know her. She is a graduate of Tarboro High School. I think I'm not looking at my paper, I think she got like a 3.7 GPA. She's going to ECU for nursing to become a registered nurse. Young female, Nigeria Hyman. graduate of Tarboro. Okay, we started out this year. It's $500 scholarship, and we're hoping we're going up the ladder more and more every year. However, $500 is a help. Every little bit counts. Especially if you're getting scholarships from other places or whatever other resources that you get. $500 help. And I also, personally, after the event was over, as they were leaving, I personally, gave Nigeria $100 from me. That's right. I love supporting young folk. I ain't got it like that. But what happened was, after I gave it to her, and then once I walked back in it, because I went to the car to take my daddy a plate from the banquet, because I don't eat, majority of the time I don't eat it when I'm doing stuff like that. I'll get a plate and take to my daddy so he can have to eat the next day. Depending on what time of day it is. This is late that night. So, but anyway, I was trying to get back into I had to go to the car to get my wallet too. And as I was walking back in, I ran into Miss Hyman. So I gave her a crisp $100 bill, saying from me personally. So she ended up with coming out on that day with $600. But as soon as I walked back in the room, I was given a $200 donation in the form of a check from someone. So see how I was blessed just that quick. So that's why I do what I do. And when people give me donations, I sow back into the community. So that $100 didn't just come from me. It came from my supporters. Now, it don't sound like it's a lot, $100 with all the supporters I have. But still, it's the thought of the matter. But I just want people to know when I get donations, I give back to the community. So when you give to me, you are giving back to the community. But let me get to my point. When I was leaving, let me go back. Let me share this too. It was in Edgecombe County. I was glad they allowed me to host the event. We had a lot going on. Like I said, it's 8 of us, and we meet every Wednesday night on Zoom, because I've told folk over the years that you cannot get things done once a month. So I love this group because we meet every Wednesday night to talk about stuff and make sure things happen. Not only on our second Saturday when we meet, but also in between time, like holding candidates accountable for their actions and making people aware of bills and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we do. But I raised over $1,900 myself. I secured the bank, the caterer, and also got great donations towards the catering. We only had to spend a few dollars. I had people to buy ads, give donations. I just want to appreciate all the folk that contributed to this banquet. I am sad though, some folk didn't participate as far as donations or attendance, but that's okay. It's all right. We're good. But I hope moving forward that I'm quite sure it will probably be in another location next year. but I hope that you will donate, attend, or whatever way. We're doing it for the children, Edgecombe County and throughout the other 22 counties. As I stated, we are just getting back up and rolling well. So I am on the one that have been issued as a district director. I haven't gone to the counties yet because we are in the process of making sure we get everything straight and all that. But I have Green, Edgecombe, Pitt, and Beaufort counties. But I reach out to them via internet like I'm doing right now. Not only those counties, but abroad. We're across the nation. But anyway, let me get on to my point. On Saturday night when I got in the car, I received a video that someone sent to me from this clown right here. Let me let you hear it. It's about 8 minutes long, 8 minutes 28 seconds. So just bear with me, and well, I might talk in between. I might pause it, but here we go.
Tim Barnes, and I'm running for Rocky Mount City Council Ward 3. Now, I'm coming to you from what used to be 205 Home Street. As you can see, there's an empty building on the side of me, and there's a house they fixed up on this side of me. This property right here is very symbolic to me because this is where my mom was born and raised at. That's right, I have roots right here in Rocky Mount. My father was born in Wilson County, and he moved on Cedar Street with the family and all, and that's how eventually they got together. I'm telling you this because, see, there's a lot of racism in Rocky Mount. Coming from New York. Now, see, I wasn't born here. I was born in New York. Now, coming from New York, I was taught, man, don't go down those South messing with those Southern boys. I mean, it's a racist down there. All right, so fast forward, I get down here. Now, I can only tell you stories of what my family told me about my grandparents, especially my grandfather, Banks Smith, man. Banks was the man. It was Chester Smith, where they call him Banks. He wasn't taking no mess. Banks will shoot you in a minute when it comes to his kids. So and he gave me a nickname when I used to come down here. My nickname was Boss Man. Well, anyway, so here it is. From my mom's side, from my mother, my grandfather used to work for John Deere, and on Christmas time, one of his bosses, of course, you know, they were white. One of his bosses would dress up as Santa Claus, come over here to 205 Home Street, and he used to give them gifts and give them coins, and he used to give the family food and all. And I'm like listening, I'm like, this ain't the South I heard about in New York. This is cool. Now, there's another side to this story. My Aunt Ree used to tell me a story now when she was a kid. She told me the bad side of this, the racist side of Rocky Mount. It used to bother her so much that when she used to go out with her dad, and when he was to meet somebody that he knew, whether it's their kid or them, he used to always have to have his head down, and yes sir, no sir, and that used to bother the mess out of her. And I dig it, man. I dig it. I mean, right now there's a lot of hate here. But there's another there's another thing that surprised me to racism in Rocky Mount. Now, so before I continue on, watch this video.
Okay, I want to hold on before he plays the video. Now, you heard this clown. And let me go back. Give you a little history. When he first moved here, he came for Councilman Andre Knight, Councilman Ruben Blackwell, and myself. He was registered as a Democrat. Well, he came on, came for us, And then when he got to know, learn about us, then he flip-flopped. And then when he did, he came back and he said he was a Republican. And I said, no, your voter registration says you're a Democrat. He said, well, they ain't changed yet. But anyway, he had a live, the True Rocky Mount, and I had a live. So we end up connecting. And folks said, why you talk to that fool? Well, I'm going to tell you why I talked to the fool at the end of this video. Because like I tell you, I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. And this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like I said, I had a live, he had a live. Okay. Well, we start going on each other live. I came on 2 nights a week, and he came on 2 days a week. And the reason why I did it was because folk are afraid to say stuff, and this clown here will say anything. So that's the reason why I connected with him. But like I said, I'm gonna wait till the end of the video. We got about 6 more minutes of it, not quite 6. But I'm gonna go into more detail. But listen at this clown here, what he said up until now, trying to get to where he's ready to go now, and show you how this clown is not the one for Rocky Mount City Council Ward 3. So I'm gonna continue with his foolishness.
I'd like to invite Colonel Stancy to the podium.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I tell you, I hate double-minded people. The last female that just left from this podium came here from Florida. I met with her in Tarboro. I live in Pine Top. And she talking about coming together, but I'll talk about that later. Public comments. As a black man, I take offense to a white female responding to black men. As a black man, I take offense to a white female responding to black men. I talk loud because I want you to hear me, and because I say what I mean and mean what I say. I find it interesting that they can attack the council.
All right. Guys.
Okay, now see how this is what he do. He goes in and manipulates what one does to try to discredit them. Now I can't remember what come behind that, but I'm gonna get back to it. But I was talking about the female that moved here from Florida. And this goes right along with Ward 3 election. That was Crystal Wimes Anderson, or Anderson Wimes, ever how it is. But she had wanted to run for city council, Ward 3. And so we met in Tarboro at the coffee shop. I live right here. I had never even been to the coffee shop, but I went there and met her. Was kind of scared about doing that because I didn't know her and whatever. But I went and sat down and talked to her because I try to tell folk that if you're running for something, you need to talk to me because I'm here in Edgecombe County. But anyway, I met with her. But then later, when it came time for filing for election, she had told me about her son was working with Reverend Richard Joyner down on the farm, and she worked down there too, some volunteering. So on election, came time for filing, I goes to the Board of Election office and document who comes and take pictures and video and so that morning I left around 12, and I asked Reverend Richard Jordan when was he coming to file, because I didn't want to leave him out, because at the time, well, that's something else. But anyway, So when he told me what time he was gonna be there, so I went and got me something to eat, and I went back. And when I walked in, Crystal was there, so I'm assuming she come to support Reverend Joyner, since she said her son had worked down there and she had worked down there, to find out that she was running against him, coming to file. And I had told her, you just moved to North Carolina, Rocky Mount. You don't know anybody. You ain't been to no party meetings. You don't know these folk. And so she was telling about she had met with some folk. And actually, I suppose I went to that meeting, but I didn't go. But I was telling her, you got to get involved first. You just can't come and think you're going to win an election like that. But anyway, she filed anyway, lost. But let me get back to, and then the next thing, he's talking about a white female, Adrian Copeland. I understand she's gotten married now. But she used to come to the meetings faithfully and attack Councilman Andre Knight and Reuben Blackwell, but basically Andre. And during the time they was challenging Andre about not paying his light bills, Adrian had T-shirts made calling him AK-47 and just going after them every time they come to a meeting. And also we was at a over at, and this goes to show you how privileged folk are. Attending a meeting over at Mount Zion First Baptist Church, and Adrian and another white female was there, and we had some words because she was in there talking stupid, and I'll never forget it. The next kind of chair said, just let it go. But anyway, that's privilege when certain folk think they can come in the black community and just do whatever. I couldn't have done that in the white church. But anyway, let's get back to this clown here, the only Republican that's running for Rocky Mount City Council, Ward 3. Now, this is a nonpartisan race, but again, he is Republican, and Crystal filed to run again, and she's unaffiliated. But let's get back to Tim.
Things like that took me by surprise from black people. Not only the clown from another town that said it, Camilla's Dancy, by the way. He the one. This guy's an idiot, man. This guy's an idiot, and you people are crazy for dealing with him. He doesn't even live in Rocky Mount, and he come in here and speak like he's been in here, like he was born here all his life. That's a.
Let me stop right there. See, there you go. And this guy knows this. Him and his wife both. And see what he's pissed off with me about, because the last time we did a show together, I called him out, had been telling him, you don't need to run. You ain't serious. You see how this clown is acting right now. I'm telling you, you ain't going to win. He and his wife got mad. They blocked me back then. But I'm straight up with folk. But he said that I don't live in Rocky Mountain. I'm a clown from another town. So I guess he would say that about Dr. King and all other folk that travel across the nation doing civil rights and speaking up for black folk and all folk. But he noticed, but I'm going to remind him, because I know he's going to look at this. He unblocked me so he can come on my page and see what I'm saying, and then he'll block me after he makes some little stupid comments. Well, let me go back. I've been a member of the Rocky Mount NAACP since 1992. I am a life fully paid member. I started working with Black Workers for Justice around 89 or 90. That was Black Workers for Justice. I have family and friends in Rocky Mount. You'll be amazed at the family I have in Rocky Mount. Some in high places are doing things in Rocky Mount, so I couldn't let people know that I was in the kin to them at that time. so they could talk about me around them and talk about them around me. So you gotta know how to work it when you're doing stuff like this. But anyway, I have served as the vice chair of Needs, which is now new. Back in the day, in the 90s, I was the vice chair. I have served on the Rocky Mount Human Relations Commission through the NAACP, and on the Need, which is new. I started out through the NAACP, and then I served through the Edgecombe County Commissioners. I have been working in Rocky Mount for the past 38 years, and January will make 39. I shop in Rocky Mount. I have attended more meetings in Rocky Mount than most people have. I have been going to the Rocky Mount City Council meetings longer than any member on the council today. Until about, I guess maybe around a year ago now, may not been that long, the attorney and myself was the longest two members. I mean, people attending the meetings, which he was getting paid. I wasn't getting paid. And I've been videoing the meetings out of pocket all these years. So when the pandemic came, I was videoing their meetings before they came online. So that's what I bring to the table when this clown talking about I don't live in Rocky Mount and they let me. Hell, I'll provide the service. Who do you know go around videoing meetings for free? And not only did I do the county commission, I did all the meetings that I went to. So when the pandemic came, they had to come up to come online with videoing. But anyway, I just want to let you know when this clown said that I didn't live in Rocky Mount. What the hell that got to do with anything? Oh, let me go back. Left out one. I am a diehard, lifetime Democratic in the Democratic Party. I have been a precinct chair. I mean, I've been a vice chair, and third vice, second vice, first vice, and even all the way up to the served as interim county chair over the years, dating back to the night. That was in 97, 98 when I was interim county chair. I'm a precinct chair today. The only reason I have not ran for the county chair is because I would not be limited to what I can say and do. When you are the county chair, you cannot support one candidate over the other. And because I don't have folk that's vocal like I am, I cannot be silent. I gotta say what other people are afraid to say. And that's one thing that I don't share that now. But that's one reason why I connected with this clown, because this fool will say anything. Only thing about it, he tell lies, and I had to get him and tell him, why you say that? But he do that to draw people to his page. He'll post stuff, false stuff to get you on his page. He'll post stuff about Andre Knight. Anybody with a name, or myself, or Bronson, he'll post stuff like that that he think is controversial, so he can get people on his page. And mind you, he get paid through Facebook, YouTube, for how many hits he get. But then, anyway, let me get back to the video. We only got a few more minutes to go. Here we go.
Clown from another town. Yeah, I deal with him. All right. Back to the story. So here he is up at the city council, and he comes out blatantly. Now, white people here, the racism that I have experienced, It's a sneaky racism. They don't just come out and say, I don't like black people. Or anything. No, they don't do that. They sneaky about it. I can dig it and I catch it. But he came out blatantly and said this. And what surprised me.
I came out blatantly and said what, fool? That I didn't like white people? See, that's what get me about fools like this guy. That's why he is not the one to be on the Rocky Mount City Council. I have stated time and time again. My great-granddad is a white man. I have family members that married to whites. But I fight for everybody. Because one thing, when I fight, and black folk benefit, all folk gonna benefit. Over the years, when I walked in a room in a meeting, the older white people in that room, on the boards, addressed me as Mr. Dance. And mind you, they probably was like 20, 30 years older than I am. But that's because they know when I came correct. And so they respected that. But let's get back to this clown.
Was that not a single person up on the city council condemned that. Now, had that been a white person come up there saying, how dare a black person talk to me like this? Y'all would have been livid. Now, what I don't understand is, all right, the mayor, Sandy, of course, he's white. I mean, you would think he was. Well, Sandy, Tom is white, and Lige Daughtridge, he's white. I'm surprised they didn't say that. I mean, y'all, it's like they back up under the white sheets. Like it was, like they was afraid to stick their head out and say something. Y'all afraid? I don't know. Y'all crazy, and I just don't get it. Why the other councilmen say something? I don't understand how you people allow somebody to come into a town that's already divided and divided even more. If I'm up there. If I was up there as a city, and you already know I'm outspoken, I would have looked at the mayor and said, did you lose your mind? Are you going to say something? Because the mayor has the power to tell this person, listen, that's divisive, and I am banning you from now on appearing at this council. But he didn't. I don't know what the heck going on. I don't know why he didn't say anything. Why Tom didn't say anything, and I know this. I know they got their little racist tendencies. I see it, guys. So if I get them and put you in your place, I see it. And Lige. And what is this with the nicknames, man? Why do everybody gotta have a nickname? Why can't it just be a regular name? Why gotta be Lige? His name is Elijah. Why gotta be Lige Daughtridge? TJ.
And see, the Elijah part, I started calling him Elijah because I had a conversation with someone, and but anyway, let's go on, because he talking about nicknames. What is his nickname? Tim.
Your name is Timothy, damn it. Timothy J. Kelly. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm running for councilman or a rap battle. I don't know. Maybe it should be Tim the Boss Man Barnes. Y'all people sick. Anyway, the reason for the video. You people, the South is known for racism. But if you sit here and don't speak up against it, you're just as part of the problem. Kick this idiot out. This is when, and you got 4 of my competitors that's running against me. They support this clown.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know 4 of them support me. Wow.
How do you do that? See, y'all got to know about your history. I know it. I will be glad the day this clown is no longer a part of this earth. I'm going to come out because he ain't doing nothing good for anybody. Why is he even over here? He lives in Pine Tops or somewhere. I don't know. He lives somewhere else. Why is he even here meddling in Rocky Mount business? Your people got to start speaking up, because if you keep allowing these people to come over here, we ain't never going to get nowhere. The guy's a clown, man. Get him out of here. You need people to speak up in the city, and that's me. So you're going to have a choice. Coming October 7th, You can either vote for somebody you know, or you can vote for somebody who you know will get the job done. Vote Tim, the boss man Barnes. Take it.
He said all that, but he did not talk about nothing that he was going to do.
All the way.
He didn't talk about nothing that. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you have folk that have no clue about politics. Let me get rid of this. That's what happens when you have folk running. That's why you gotta know who's who. You hear these sound bites and these fools out here putting out information, talking foolish, and just because it sounds good, again I talked about that earlier, sound good and look good is just a bunch of foolishness. Now if he think that is enough to discredit me, see, he got a long road to hoe. Cause bruh, you can't discredit me. You know, the main thing is I'm not out here trying to be validated by no one. I don't ask nobody to like, love, smile, or whatever about what I do. Because I know what I do is about what's right. And also, again, like I said, I don't need no validation. Because I'm going to act on the facts as presented. I do my research. And I am going all over the place. That's where you get knowledge and wisdom. I've been traveling across the state. NAACP, Democratic Party, other. So I'm not limited to Rocky Mount, Pine Top, or nowhere. But again, this is what y'all have, a bona fide food that's a candidate on the Rocky Mount City Council for Ward 3. Have nothing to bring to the table, and this is going to be my last time responding to the food because I already did a post on them, I think. I don't know why I did that post. I got to go back and see. I know I did a couple posts on a couple of candidates. I think I had did one on him, but I got to check and see because I got to get started back up doing posts on candidates to let y'all know who you are dealing with because I know them. Those that I know. But it's sad. But the saddest part for me is when we allow folk to try to discredit folk in our community. And see, that's what I've been doing over the years when they come for folk like the Andre Knights, Reverend Blackwells, Sheriff Atkinson, Cleveland Atkinson, Edgecombe County. When they come for them, I'm not going to sit back and be silent and let folk try to discredit leaders that I know stand up. Reverend Joyner, others. I am not going to allow folk to discredit folk in my circle of where I operate. Now, I said circle. I didn't say circle of friends. I said in my circle because I operate across the county, but not limited to. I just told you a member of Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, which is 8 counties that is active, and but we consist of 23. So I'm not limited to Edgecombe County. So I just wanted to get that out there. This was Saturday. Used to stuff back in the day. I used to have to get on it right then. But this right here is nothing that I needed to really. The only reason I need to get into it because people need to know who are out there trying to get their votes, and so they won't be misled by foolishness. So if you didn't catch the beginning, go back and listen to it all the way through, so you can be informed and educated on this clown here, the true Rocky Mount, aka Tim Barnes, aka the True Rocky Mount. I have never heard him call himself Timothy Barnes, Tim Barnes, the True Rocky Mount. Then he gonna make a statement about all these folk with nicknames and call them out loud and all these folk, TJ and J. Kelly and all that. I'm like, see, it goes to show you right there how ignorant he is. But anyway, y'all, do your homework, do your research on candidates. We already got enough foolishness going on with other folk, from the White House on down to the General Assembly. We got to make sure we get people in place. And what he don't understand, and a lot of folks don't understand, Ward 3, you run for Ward 3, but once you get on the council, you represent the whole council. When you get elected, say for a House of Representatives or Senate, to go to Raleigh to the General Assembly, you get elected in a ward, in districts. But once you win, you represent the entire state. Same for the national, on the national level, when it comes to Congress. So it makes a difference who is in office representing you. Again, like I said, I work in Rocky Mount. Been working over there for 38 years. I shop over there. So yes, it makes a difference. But I got family over there. And I am a voice for them. I'm going to say I'm a voice for the grateful and the ungrateful. I don't have to do this. But I do it, and I'm going to continue to do it. When I went to the NAACP, most people go to the NAACP when they got an issue. I didn't have an issue. I went seeking the NAACP so I could be a voice for the voiceless, the elderly, and the children. And that was back in 1992. I'm a life fully paid member now. I am a member of the Edgecombe County Democratic Party because but see, I'm not limited to. I have served on the state level, state executive committee, but in spite of that, I have been to the meetings, even when I wasn't on the state level, attend the meetings across the state and stuff. So, I am just saying, I have the knowledge and the wisdom, and wants to share it with other folk. I'm going to say this. When 2 years ago, some folk wanted me to be the county chair, and I told them I can't. I said, but I'll be willing to help whoever is in office. I will be willing to help them. I would do the work. And let them get the credit. But I ain't got time for folk that got damn egos. I have worked in the background with so many folk. I ain't got to be out front. I don't want to be out front. When I joined the Democratic Party, the white folk called me racist. Some black folks called me militant. Because, see, like I said, I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. So I'm about what's right. I told black folks, look, you're educated. You can't get out here and do what other folk do and think you're going to get away with it. Your ass going to jail. And plus, you want to do it the right way. When I went to meetings and I didn't even talk to the black elected officials in the meeting. When the meetings were over, people standing around talking, I left the room. Folks talking about, no, don't do that. I don't want nobody to know I know you. So when they talk about you, I can know what they're saying, and when they talk about me, you can know what they're saying. The system works when you work the system. You gotta know your role. You gotta know your lane. You gotta know the role of a city councilman. Because see, these folk out here running, making promises, and they can't do none of that. Because it's not in their duty. You hire a city manager when it comes to the Rocky Mount City Council. The city manager hires the staff. They do the day-to-day operation. Folks talking about affordable housing and all. You have people that get paid to do stuff like that. Now, you are an overseer when you are on the council, but you are not the one that puts stuff in place, certain things. Like I said, you don't even hire the police chief. The city manager does that. So when folk learn their role to stop getting out here trying to discredit other folks, talking about this ain't been done and that ain't been done, that's because the damn city council person can't do it. So, folk, you need to be educated on the process. Because those candidates that's running, they ain't even educating themselves on the process. But I've been on long enough. Like I said, I'll probably come back on again today because I got to catch up. I got a lot to do. You got all these races across the county. Election, the Rocky Mount municipal election is October. Don't be misled by these fools out here running instead of just running on the duties of the office versus trying to discredit other folk and talking about what you're going to do and you can't do it. Because once you get in, and then one last thing. What tickles the hell out of me is when folk run for office, they don't even talk to the current council. How foolish is that? You get on the council, you don't have but one vote. If you ain't got no friends on the council, that y'all are not friends, but people up there with some of the same mindset, then you gonna be up there by yourself. You coming to the council with some foolishness. Who you think gonna support you? Who you think gonna support this clown, Tim Barnes? Foolishness. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the DCN Smoke. I say what I mean what I say, and sign my name to it. And I don't say nothing that I can't say again. So, if you're scared, say you're scared, and get the hell out of my way because, see, scared folk get folk killed. Doing this kind of work, everybody don't love it. I told you earlier, when I first came to the table in the 90s, on the county level, the white folks said I was racist, the black folks said I was militant. So that leads to let you know right then, I haven't changed, and about what's right, whether you like it or not. All right, this is Camillus Bush Dancer II, the political agitator, the professional political agitator, and I do a damn good job of agitating folk. Have a good morning.